Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pursuing Excellence podcast. I'm your host, Jay Gay. Today, we're going to be talking about finishing strong. That's going to be the main message for today's podcast, finishing strong, fighting through till the end. So before we get started to that, make sure you guys check us out on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those audio platforms. Follow us on the socials, IG and TikTok, Pursuing Excellence 52. Check us out. And also, if you guys wouldn't mind, as most of you know, I am also an author in addition to the other things I do. So if you wouldn't mind, if you want to read one of my books, please get that as well. The Soldier, also have A Good Man in the Evil World. Those are two books that I've written so far. I will leave a link in the description to those books below. So check that out if you like. And like I said, guys, that's what I want to talk about today on the podcast, man. Yeah, just finishing strong because again, this is a rough stretch. I'm particularly deviating towards college students right now, but this applies to everybody. What I'm going to talk about today applies to everybody. But for right now, I wanted to really talk about, this is November. It's November 8th. All right, Wednesday, November 8th. This is the time of year where we're getting some midterms in, midterms, finishing up those. Finals are coming up in like a couple of weeks, right? Teachers are assigning a lot of work, assignments, projects, those. This is the type of year where these types of things start to come in. So it's like students, it's rough. It's cold outside. Like, you don't want to get up in the morning and go to class. You just want to stay in your warm bed, right? Stay in your warm bed. And you don't want to get up. You don't want to go to class or go work out or whatever it is, right? But it's like, hey, you just got to fight through, man. You got to keep fighting. It's tough. It can get painful sometimes, in different contexts. But you got to do it. You got to be able to finish strong. You got to keep fighting till the end. Persisting, I always talk about persistence on the show. It is something that I truly believe is an amazing quality to have, because if you're persistent, if you have persistence, then that means that you're not giving up no matter what. You're not giving up. You're not letting a few setbacks, throw you off of what you're trying to do, throw you off, keep you from reaching your goals, accomplishing what you want to get accomplished, right? So you just can't give up, and I feel like we live in a society now that kind of teaches you, it's like, it's like kind of an oh well type of mindset, in a way. It's like, oh, you can't, get your dream job, dream house, or dream whatever, dream girl, whatever it might be, right? It's like, oh well, it's like, hey, just screw it, or whatever. Like, you just, oh well, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Now, I remind people, you have to be careful with this type of mentality because, again, yeah, in some aspects, that is true. It's like some things you just are out of your control. We talked about that on the last episode. Some things are out of your control. Some things you're just not going to – they're going to be what they are. But the things that you can control, if you experience one setback, doesn't mean you just throw in the white towel, like fight's over. No, like you keep going. You find different ways to attack. You find different angles to go at. You find different methods. You do what you have to do. If it's something that you really want, if it's something that you really want to have, something that you really want to do, someone, whatever it is, you have to go through. You have to go to whatever angles you have to get what you want. If it's something that's really that is of desire to you. And that's something that I really think, it all ties in here to just finishing strong, just fighting through the storms that come in our life, because we all have storms that come in, and even if you're in the middle of the hurricane, in the eye of the storm, eye of the tornado, can you find a way out? Can you find the light that can get you out? Can you find your way out of there? Can you keep clawing and digging and keep, just working to get to the other side? And that's the big thing, right, guys? Again, I was really using this for us as students, but again, it applies to everybody, like, hey, I know this is the time where you can just wave the towel, man. Throw in the white towel. It's like you want to give up. You don't want to go to class. You don't want to do whatever. It's like, but ask yourself this: is that really going to help you in the long run? Is that really going to help you help propel yourself towards your goals? Now, again, I'm not going to go on a tangent and say that it's, well, if you don't do good in college, you're not going to be successful in the world. Like, no, I'm not saying that. There are multiple people who haven't going to college or finished college, and they're going to be successful. No, what I'm saying is, if this is something that you are in line with, something that school is something that is very beneficial to your aspirations, to your goals, is a part of that, then don't give up. Don't stop doing your assignments. Do your assignments, finish your project, study. Just do what you have to do. It's a rough stretch we're going in right now. We're getting close to finals. Like, this is a time where, people start to kind of get a little relaxed, a little lazy. We can't do that. We got to keep going, guys. We're almost there. So I just want to let you know that you've been doing great this semester. Just keep going, keep working, and you'll get there, to that finish line, and so, but yeah, finishing strong, man, it's so important. Like I said, when you want something, you're gonna have to fight for it. You're gonna have to pay for it. You're gonna have to pay a price for it. Nothing in life is free. No matter what anybody says, there is nothing in this world that is free. Eventually, you're going to have to pay a price of some magnitude for anything that you want. Eventually you're going to have to come to a point where you will have to pay for it in some form or fashion. So it's like, kind of get that mindset about everything being or about things that can be free out of your. No, that's not. Nothing is free. Nothing at all is free. So just finish strong, man. Keep going, keep fighting, keep getting through it. It's persistence is key. Persistence is so important. Like I said, I talk about this on the show a lot. Persistence. It's something that, when you have it, again, it can help propel you even further to what you want, because it's not that aspect of, you're teeter-tottering in the middle. Like, it's like, well, I could keep going, but at the same time, I could also just do this, right? But when you have that persistence, man, inside of you, you're gonna keep progressing. You're gonna keep working no matter what. No matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times you fall, you're gonna get back up and you're gonna keep trying again. I'll give you guys a good example here. So I used to play football. I played football all the way up until senior year of high school. After senior year of high school. So I played, I stopped after senior year, so I went to really good school, a really good football program at a school. I played for a good program my high school years. And so this is one of those teams where you guys know, it's like, if you're not like a superstar, you probably aren't going to play right away. So you have to work for playing time. I didn't start my first game until my senior year of high school in football. I didn't start my first game until my senior year. I had to work for it. I came in, I was kind of a weak freshman, wasn't that strong. But I came in, I kept working and just, kept lifting and kept going, kept practicing hard and, watching film, all those types of things, doing what I had to do to get better, no matter what it took, those long nights, those hard practices, it sucked, for lack of a better word, but to ensure what I wanted to achieve what I wanted to get, which was to start and to play, that's what I had to do. I had to work. I had to work for it, really hard. And, even my coach told me my senior year, it was like at a football banquet. He's like, he said, man, I never would have saw you starting for me when you came in. I never would have seen you stepping foot on this field and playing for me. But you proved me wrong. You proved a lot of people wrong. You came in, you worked, you just put your head down and you went to work. You just kept digging and clawing and just getting better, man. It's like getting better each day, getting 1% better each day, one step faster each day. Can I be better today than I was yesterday, right? And can I be better tomorrow than I was today? That's the goal. That's the type of mentality we have to have, right? It's just, how can I improve in small increments each and every day? Of course, you can't get everything at one time, right? It takes time. You can't rush a process. Instant gratification, very bad thing. Like, nothing is going to come right away. Like, you're not going to get, everything you want in one big box. It's not how the world works. It takes time. You have to work for it. And so that being said, that's something I had to work for. I just kept working and kept running and, finished strong. went out on a good note, right? You have to finish strong. You just got to keep clawing your way to the finish line. It's like you're almost there. It's like, you want to drop down and just like, I'm done, wave the flag, right? But you can't do that. You can't do that. You just got to keep going. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep playing. And again, this is something that, we all struggle with, right? I'm not sitting here saying this. I'm some perfect person who doesn't know. I do this every day. Every day I get up like, hey, I got to be better today. I have to keep working. I have to keep getting better. I can't let these distractions in the world take me away from what I have to do and what I have to get done. Because in order to get done what I have to get done, I have to be focused. I have to be completely concentrated on that thing. You don't have time for foolishness, right? You gotta be locked in, for lack of a better word. So. You have to be locked in, and that's the main thing. I just wanted to preach on here on the show today, guys. It's just stay locked in. No matter what you deal with, what you're going through, you can pull through. You can finish through. No matter what anybody tells you, you got it. You got this. I believe in you. I do. We have to believe in each other. That's the only way that in this world that we're going to reach far places to be a better world. We have to believe in each other. We have to support each other, not tear each other down. We can't do that. We have to remain one. And that's obviously easier said than done, because that's really not the case right now, unfortunately, in this world that we live in. But those of us that can control what we can control, you have to make the decision like, hey, do I want to be one that helps and encourages, or one that discourages and puts down. That's the decision that you have to come to. You have to make. But for the most part, again, generally speaking, just finish strong. I want to read a quote here that I saw from Gary Ryan Blair. He said, "Great things come from three things: commitment, hard work, and strong finishes." Right. So I really like that quote and what he said there. Again, commitment. Right. Are you 100% down with what you're doing? Are you going to stay with this? You're going to stick with it no matter what you go through. Like, are you going to stay committed to this thing? Are you going to, just keep fighting with it? Or no matter if it doesn't work the first few times, is it something that you're going to just completely throw out the window? Or, what, hey, this hasn't worked, but you know what? We're going to stick with it. We're going to keep going with this, right? Hard work. How much effort are you putting in every day? Are you putting in the maximum effort that you can give to accomplish what you want to accomplish? And then strong finishes. Like we said, the main theme of today's episode was finishing strong. Are you just fighting your way, till the end? Even if you're on your knees, like you're crawling, you're just whatever, are you going to cross that finish line and get done what you got to get done? So that's the things that you got to ask yourself, and we're all asking ourselves each and every day. That's what we do. When we're competitors, those of us who are competitors, we fight till the end, no matter what. And so that's what we got to do, man. In this life, we have to compete. We have to compete. We got to get after it every day. And it's a struggle sometimes, but you know what? It's not anything we can't handle. I truly believe that. So I want to leave you guys with that today on the show, but make sure you check us out here on the podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment your thoughts, share it with your friends, your family, and check us out on the audio platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. We'll, just check us out there. Follow us on the socials, again, on IG and TikTok. So we will see you guys next time on Pursuing Excellence. I've been your host, Jade, and thank you for watching. We will see you guys next time.